On entirely unrelated subjects, Joe, how's the weird smell in your studio?
No comment.
That's why he's not in his studio today.
Yeah, I have my collection of air fresheners is growing. I think I'm winning the battle.
It's gonna be like that episode that, like in the movie Seven, you're gonna walk in and there's just gonna be like hundreds of air fresheners hanging from the ceiling.
I bought like 7 industrial strength ones.
What is an industrial strength air freshener? What
It's
does
one
that
of those.
mean?
It's it's big. It's powerful because it's in a can.
So it's a
like
spray. Like I have spray air fresheners.
no, like a can that you open the top of, and you just set it in a corner somewhere.
Like a pop top.
Yeah, but they're specifically for businesses.
Yeah.
And I bought a lot of them. The studio isn't that big. It's not small. And I just place them everywhere. And I am slowly winning. I'm winning the battle of attrition against the mysterious smell coming from my radiator.
I'll show you what I have. I have this Black Panther. It's got these little scent pods that you put into it and then you plug it in and then it blows air up through the scent pod. I have a Black Panther one because it was on sale. But these are really nice. It's got a little button. You turn it on, you turn it off, the fan blows. So it's it keeps, because I sit in my pod shack and I fart for 10 hours a day. So yeah,
window.
I have look, I have a fan that blows out the window. I'm going to at some point in time get a mini split installed in here because it gets ungodly hot in the summer and there's just there's no ventilation here. So I will get there.
As the cast of my show can attest to, my studio gets very hot in the summer as well.
Yeah.
And we were building it in the summer. And when they came over, I mean, the Netherlands does not get very hot. However, the weekend that everybody showed up for our live show in Den Haag, it was also going to be the weekend that we built the studio and christened it with a couple episodes. It was the only time of that entire year where it got like hotter than 30 degrees Celsius. And we were all inside and we're all expecting it to be cold. It wasn't very warm in the morning. So we're wearing like jeans and long sleeve shirts and just slowly the studio turns into like this fucking steam box of armpit and ass sweat as there's like 5 of us in there working. It was nasty. I do not have air conditioning in there and I do not plan on getting any. I am just going to suffer.
My pod shack gets a broad side of sun all day, so it warms up no matter what. Like it's great in the winter. It's great. It's very easy to keep this place warm in the winter, but during the summer, it's just ungodly hot in here. So, Carrie, a question for you. It says you have mentioned it multiple times for years now to no avail. Would you like to do a Kelly's Hero watch party on Twitch?
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's
is Kelly's Hero a movie or a TV show?
It's a movie. It's with Clint Eastwood. It has like every like character actor. It's kind of like it's like got Donald Sutherland in it as the hippie. Stop the negative waves Moriarty.
The hippie tank guy.
But yeah, no, I actually rewatched it recently because it's like the comedic counterpart to like Dirty Dozen, where like everyone in this is like cheery and quirky versus in the Dirty Dozen where they're all rapists and arsonists. So yeah, no,
it's not so comical.
I absolutely would. I rewatched it again recently because it's like like MASH. It's a solid dad movie. It's just like it's one of those ones that I remember always being on like it's like the TNT afternoon movie at like 2 p.m. on a Sunday.
Yep, the Saturday afternoon movie right after Tor.
Right, exactly.
And when it ends, it gets the credits smashed down into the corner of the screen. Yeah, I feel like Carrie. I don't know how to say this. That sounds kind of like shitty, so I'm gonna say it anyway. Yeah. I feel like culturally you're the oldest one amongst the 3 of us.
Oh no, I mean, for my dad was born in 1940.
Holy fuck!
And so
my dad's 41, so I'm with you.
When I was growing up, he'd gotten married and divorced. He didn't have kids, so my mother, like that was his second marriage, and so he was a little bit older by the time I was born. And so as a result, like a lot of my cultural references are scattershot because it's like a combination of like me growing up normally as a teenager in like the early 2000s or whatever, and like listening to punk music and going to hardcore shows and like whatever, but then also having my dad be someone who like when he first had a phone had a party line, and like being really into like Miles Davis as a kid, and like having a lot of like some of my favorite movies growing up were like Marx Brothers movies from the 30s,